Is
Yeah.
it a mistake to play Christian McCaffrey in this game against the Vikings,
I mean,
considering he's not 100% healthy?
it feels like it, and we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see, but it feels like it because what does he have? A slight tear in his oblique, right? In the muscles in his oblique. What if that slight tear becomes a bigger tear? Knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But it just seems. I mean, with Trent Williams gone, I could kind of understand. Okay, now there's a little bit of a need for. I thought Trent Williams was going to play. The fact that Trent Williams isn't playing, okay, that makes things a little different. You might need CMC. That creates more urgency of playing CMC. But what I'm hoping is on some kind of pitch count. It just feels like a mistake. It's only a mistake if something bad happens, and hopefully that doesn't happen. But I feel like the smart play is to just rest CMC, let him get 100% before you throw him out there and risk something else happening to him. It feels like one. Hopefully it's not. We'll know more after the game, but it'd be awful if we see CMC go out there, run the ball a couple times, and he has to sit out the rest of the game because now he's in a lot of pain or something like that. I just really hope that's not what happens. We'll see, man. I really wish it was just Jordan Mason, George Kittle's night, Brandon Ayuk's night. That's what I wish we get to see tonight. But I don't know. I have a feeling Kittle's gonna have a good game and BA's gonna have a good game. But this CMC stuff, man, I really wish it was Jordan Mason we were seeing tonight. Honestly,
Yeah. Agree.
especially if they're running the A gaps, Grant, because CMC that's not his strength, and that's
It
more
just seems like
dangerous.
if Debo were playing, would Christian McCaffrey play in this game? Let's say Debo were 100% healthy. Would they? To me, I feel like they say take a week, Christian. And maybe I'm wrong, but if that's the case, it seems like they're like, hey man, we need Christian to win this game, which is a scary place to be. You need to play your injured running back with a slightly torn oblique to beat the Vikings because you don't have Trent Williams and Debo Samuel. Seems scary. Seems like you would sit him if you could. It's freaking October. You're 5-1, and it's the Vikings. They're 2-4. But I think the fact that McCaffrey, I mean, clearly he wants to play, but I think the Niners want him to play too. And the fact that they want him to play doesn't. I mean, I'm picking the Niners to win, but they just feel like they're lacking confidence without a couple of their guys. This move here, this whole playing McCaffrey thing is not a confident move to me. It's desperate.
Kyle has a CMC addiction. He needs to go to CMC Anonymous. Like he really just he's in love with Christian McCaffrey. I think it's so easy for him because Christian McCaffrey's so talented. He can do so many things that he's just all in on Christian McCaffrey, everything. So I don't know. Even if Debo was playing, I don't know if they would rest CMC. Honest, I don't think that's what Kyle would do. I think he's just going all in, crossing his fingers that CMC lasts the season, and I am too. Hopefully he does, but Kyle's just really CMC dependent right now. He needs an
I don't know
intervention.
why Kyle Shanahan like changed the way he started using Christian McCaffrey. Last year they gave him like 14, 15 carries a game, which I think is kind of perfect. I mean, even in the playoffs, he had 15 carries against Seattle, 10 carries against Dallas, and 15 against Philly. Then this year, all of a sudden, it's like, 22, 20, 18, 20, 9. Like, what? Why? Why is he suddenly getting Barry Sanders touches? I don't understand that. He did that 1 year in Carolina and spent the next 2 years pretty much on the sideline in the trainer's office injured. Why
Yeah.
are you doing that? I mean, is it him? Clearly he wants to win the offensive player of the year. He's motivated, and that's phenomenal. But there are coaches on the team that make these decisions, and it seems like they're going to make another bad decision this week. Come on.
I mean, I hope it all works out, man. Hopefully CMC plays through the whole game and maybe they limit his touches tonight. Maybe he's only getting 10 to 15 touches. Maybe he's more of a decoy. Maybe he plays the decoy role tonight because he does draw a lot of attention. So maybe just having him out there on the field is kind of the plan, and they'll utilize the other players on the team, and CMC will be more of a distraction, a decoy. We'll see how it plays out, but I would be surprised if they go out there and give him 25 touches like they've been doing. I hope they don't. That seems like a huge mistake to me.
They're going to, right? It's going to happen.
They probably are, yeah.
It's going to happen,
Unfortunately,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
Okay. Dazza says if we can't beat the Vikings without CMC, we shouldn't be a Super Bowl favorite. They don't even have Justin Jefferson. Moonman says, what's the chances we go after Devontae Adams, 19? I mean, I'm sure Devontae Adams would like to come to the team. He's expensive.
Doesn't seem like a good match with the personalities. Devontae Adams and Kyle Shanahan and this team just doesn't seem like a good fit to me.
Probably wouldn't happen. Dazza says, also, if Brock Purdy is the elite quarterback that people say he is, how is it Lamar, Mahomes, and Allen can win with limited weapons? Are we just now figuring out that Brock Purdy isn't quite on that level?
He's not. He's not. He's playing good, man. Brock Purdy's good. I expect a full bounce back after last game. I don't expect to see anything like that today. But he's just not on their level. Lamar Jackson is phenomenal. Those guys you mentioned are phenomenal. They're elite. Brock Purdy's not there yet. Doesn't mean he can't be, but he's not there yet.
Joe Crowell says the Niners medical staff has a long history of declaring injuries no big deal, only to find out later the player needed surgery. Anyway, good luck, CMC. Oh,
damn.
Oh,
I hope that's not the case.
Rub some dirt on it, dog. You'll be good.
I watched Old Dads last night. Did you ever watch Old Dads? It's a new movie on Netflix.
Is it good?
It's hilarious. Yeah, and that's what he told his kid. Rub some dirt on it.
That's good advice. Drink some Tussin. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Legendary Answer says, we won't be winning a Super Bowl this season if we keep relying on CMC like he's the only weapon on the team. For show, real talk. I was talking about this with the coach on my channel the other day. He was talking about it. It's like the whole idea was you're adding him to an already impressive assortment of talent. When did this become the CMC show? You don't use Deebo Samuel hardly at all anymore. You give him like a couple jet sweeps to start the game, and it's like, okay, that's enough. Back to Christian.
I think it's just so easy for Kyle and he's to use CMC because you can use him so many ways that he's just like, I like this. This is easy. Let's keep doing this. It's very uncreative for a guy who's known for his creativity.
I like that. Well put. Hypnotic. As a Niners fan living in MPLS.
What is that?
That's Minneapolis.
Okay.
Feel me? I can tell you this is the game that officially puts the Vikes in blow it up mode and seals Kirk to SF next year. Oh, no one wants that. Jonathan Sanders says, has Grant Cohn ever been a fan of a team? Yeah, I was a big fan of the Niners in the Steve Young era. I was a fan of the Giants back in the Barry Bonds era. Fan of the Warriors in the Larry Hughes era, the Jason Richardson era.
The Bruins,
always a big Bruin fan. We beat Stanford. Go Chip Kelly.